people? Welcome to my channel, TasteOfDivinity. It's your girl, Tastee. What it do? If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I pray you're able to find something here that you find useful to help you on your journey. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I appreciate your continued support, you guys. I am truly, truly grateful to be able to grow with you guys. I know I miss you guys so much, so I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. Instead of doing 12 videos in a week, I'm going to do 6. I know it sucks, but I have a lot on my plate at the moment, and it's been very, very overwhelming to try to get 12 videos out there every single week. It was like I had no time to think. I had no time to rest. Literally, it would be like, okay, I'm gonna get through these 12 videos this week, and then next thing I know, the next week is here, and I haven't even thought of like what other spread I wanted to do, and it was so overwhelming, you guys, so overwhelming. I thought like I was gonna fucking have a my bad, I heard the curse, but I thought I was gonna have a mental breakdown, like in real life. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how long I can do this, and so I am loving this 6 videos a week. It is making it so much easier for me to be able to think, for me to be able to still be grounded, and for me to be able to also do the other things that is also on my plate without feeling too overwhelmed. So I'm doing 6 videos every week. The first half is those who have the most views, and the next week will be the rest. You know, it's all going to be based off views. So if you want your video earlier in the week, then just keep your views up. You know, make sure you're sharing your video, or you can watch it multiple times. You know. But this is going to be the problem slash solution spread. I'm not going to go over the whole intro on how my videos work. But you can read the description box below if you're new and you want to understand how my videos work. Just read the description box. They're not going to resonate for everybody. But we're going to go and get started. So thank you so very much, Spirit. I appreciate you for allowing me to be a clear channel and a clear beacon of light. So what positive affirmation card you like to start my Capricorns off with? Show me clearly, please, Spirit. Okay. So we have all is well in my world. So this says everything is working out for the highest. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. So this is very, very beautiful, you guys. This is like legit just saying, you know, everything is okay in my own reality. You know, there may be things falling apart around me. There may be, you know, people having issues here and people having issues there. There may be a lot happening that I don't necessarily have a control over. But as far as me, myself, I am safe. I'm safe because I've taken proactive steps to make sure I'm okay. So it would be like, you know, my immune system is pretty well. So like if I got sick, I know I'm able to fight it off. Or, you know, I am pretty fit. So like if I do have to run away from this dog, I mean, adrenaline alone, baby, I promise, adrenaline alone will have you doing some things you ain't even know you could do. Like I remember one time I was getting chased by a dog, you guys. I was little, like I literally jumped over the whole fence without touching that hole. I was like, bro, all I was thinking is like, I don't want to get freaking bit. Like, I was like, dang, I surprised myself. But I tell you, I never ran that fast in my life. I didn't even know I could hop that fast. Like, I was not even thinking. So it's so crazy, like, what your brain can do, what you're capable of doing when you don't overthink so much. Like, it's literally like, it's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, so this is like legit just saying, you know, things outside of me may not be going well. People outside of me may be, you know, feeling distressed, sad, depressed, or whatever. But as far as me, myself, I feel good because I'm in control of the way that I feel. So I can feel okay. I can feel at peace. I can feel grounded. I am safe. So that's really cool. So let's go ahead and get started on your actual spread. So the first card is where you're at currently, you guys. And this is just to help you see if this is your story or not. So thank you so very much, Spirit. Can you show me clearly where my Capricorns are at currently? Where they at currently? So where you're at currently, we have the World card. And literally they said, my world, my world. So where you're at right now, I do feel like you feel kind of confused. You feel like you have so many options. You feel like there's so many different avenues. You feel like a lot of dreams are happening too. A lot of dreams, just a lot. It's a lot happening right now. You just don't know which move you want to make. You're just like, you know, I have all these choices on how I and opportunities on how I can even offers, on how I can have my world. There's so many possibilities on how I can have my world. So where you're at right now, you're really like, I do feel like you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on, being more stable within yourself. You're focusing on upholding your own boundaries. You're focusing on, not really feeling so confused. Even though you are feeling a little bit confused, I do feel like you're not wanting it to overwhelm you. Instead, you're trying to see, like, how can I place boundaries to feel more in control of this state that I'm in. So I do see that you're working on developing routines for yourself, really seeing what actions can you take every single day, making a schedule for yourself to be more self-sufficient, to be more independent, so that you won't feel like you're going back and forth, or you're in limbo, or just, limbo with some days I feel sturdy and stable, and other days I just feel very, very confused. So that's kind of where you're at right now, going back and forth a lot, on, if you want to do this thing or do that thing, offer this thing or offer that thing, speak to this person or not speak to this person, lose this thing or gain this thing. It's a lot. It's a lot. I see sometimes you get overwhelmed by certain things that you can't control with this Five of Cups being here. This is just a feeling of loss. So you may possibly have lost certain relationships, certain opportunities. Maybe even creative projects and stuff. You not necessarily losing them, but not really fully embracing those opportunities. And you're just seeing how you can break those cycles. You're really wanting to break those cycles. You're like, I want to give more energy to my healing. I want to give more energy towards my dreams, my purpose. I want to give more energy towards myself. I want to give more energy towards, these subconscious things that hurt me. I want to give subconscious thoughts, subconscious actions that hurt me. This mask, releasing it. I want to be able to nurture myself. I want to be able to love myself unconditionally. I want to be able to feel safe. I want to be able to feel stable. I want to be able to feel in control. I don't want to feel confused. So that's where you're at currently. Let's see what problems might you encounter in the near future. I know, you guys, it's gross. My nose just keeps on running. It just happened out of nowhere. But I do work with like a lot of dirt and stuff. It's so dusty. So maybe that's coming out of my system, but it didn't start until I started this reading. So it's really your fault. Capricorn. But okay, so let's see. What problems might you encounter in the near future? Ooh, hold on, quartz. Hold on. Thank you so very much, Spirit. Can you show me clearly what problems might my Capricorns encounter in the near future? What problems might my Capricorns encounter in the near future? Show me clearly. I do my best to like stand like this, sit like this for my backup. Problems you may encounter in the near future is the Knight of Ace of Cups. That's weird. Ace of Cups, you have the Lover's card at the bottom of the deck with the Nine of Wands. So this is like being defensive, feeling like you want to give up when it comes to unconditionally loving yourself, unconditionally going after things that you love, unconditionally loving others. So this is you literally wanting to give up on being connected with your higher self, getting connected with your higher self, getting connected with your higher and your lower self, your lower and your higher self, getting connected. This is literally you wanting to give up on like the unconditional love, the feeling love, feeling just an overwhelming amount of love towards yourself, towards projects, towards people. Maybe it could even be a particular relationship. But I do see for a lot of you guys, it's your own spiritual journey, like your own just growth process. You're just like, this stuff is too difficult. So I do feel like with this Ace of Cups being here, this is like you loving yourself during the midst of getting connected with your higher self and your lower self, your shadow and your light side, you guys. Because with this Ten of Swords being here, this is like a lot of anxiety. You're not really wanting to take action towards keeping your commitments to your commitments, like things that you said you were going to do. Maybe you could have spoken it, but I do feel like it's like your own spiritual divine thing, like the thing that you feel within your soul, like this is what I'm supposed to do. This is like, some of you guys, this could be reaching out for actual help. This talks about commitment. It talks about your community. It talks about mentors. It talks about teachers. Some of you guys could be this master, this spiritual master or whatever. Some of you guys, this is you reaching out for help because you just don't know what moves to make. It's like I do have a lot of love but how can I focus on this love to help me continue to move forward? Is the love really enough for these obstacles? Is the love, yeah, so not really feeling like you're just tired of investing in something. And this is weird that this Emperor card and this Queen of Swords came up here again next to each other, next to the Five of Pentacles, which is just feeling lonely and left out in the cold. So this is like, I feel like I want to be guarded. I feel like I want to be closed off. I feel like I want to just invest in myself, but honestly, I'm not even sure where this investment is going. So really loving yourself, even though you are going to be possibly feeling confused or feeling like you're wanting to give up. So let's see what you can do to avoid these problems of just unconditionally loving yourself. This could also be accepting just unconditional love, you guys, from other people as well. With this Ace of Cups, it's an overwhelming amount of love. It could even be a opportunity, you guys, that you've been praying for. And it's like, will you be able to open your heart for that love, or would you be able to embrace that love? Would you be able to embrace the love, the opportunity, etc., etc.? Would you be able to open up to it? Because it seems like what it is it's an untraditional way of doing something that you really, really love. It's something that's just like, okay, this is weird, this is not really going by the books, you know and so it's like, it's difficult because it's almost like you're writing your own story with this. You're creating your own path with this. And so it's like, I'm just not used to this. Like, where do they do this at? Type of thing. So let's see what you can do to avoid these problems. Thank you so very much, Spirit. Can you show me clearly what my Capricorn can do to avoid these problems? So we have the Justice card, you guys. The Justice card talks about your standards. It talks about taking accountability. It's also Libra energy, so some of y'all are going to have Libra in your chart. But this just talks about looking at the cold hard facts of things and cutting out anything that does not bring you peace and does not bring you balance. That goes for thought patterns, people, certain behavioral patterns, etc., etc. It could also talk about paperwork as well, doing things with the law and etc., etc. But we do have the Hermit card at the bottom of the deck, so this is like you really, really retracting your energy and just sitting with yourself and asking your own soul, like how you want your world, what type of relationships you want, what type of traits do you want, how do you want to feel about yourself, how do you want your personality to be, how do you legit want to live your life. And then just with this Justice card is holding yourself accountable for that. Let's say you want to wake up happy every single day. Okay, I'm going to hold myself accountable to wake up happy every day. Or let's say like you don't want to leave the house unhappy. Okay, I'm going to hold myself accountable to make sure before I leave the house, I'm going to be happy. So whatever I got to do to leave this house happy, that's what I'm going to do. So if I have to play these particular types of music, if I have to put on these light these types of candles, shake my booty from left to right, you feels me, whatever I have to do to make myself happy before I leave this house, that's what I'm going to do. If I said that I am going to be more, have integrity, be honest, even if it hurts, that's what I'm going to do. Speaking my mind. So this is doing things with integrity. It's also apologizing. It's making your wrongs right. So this is like really a lot of major arcana. Asking your soul, how can you make things right? Asking your soul, how do you want your world to be? Asking your soul, is this how you want your world to be? I do see that a lot of you guys is not like the world you dream for yourself and where you're at currently, they don't really match up. And so that's why there's a lot of anxiety and a lot of confusion on, how can I? But really just think about, okay, I want to be someone who says good morning to these people every single day, so how can I hold myself accountable? Okay, on Sundays, I can come up with 7 good morning personalized good morning texts and then just send them throughout the week. I could set aside 2 hours to do that. And instead of, putting aside time every single day to think, of the blah this and blah that, or I can legit just text these people good morning every day and just tell them that I'm thinking about them just so they know that I'm thinking about them, you know, regardless, whatever it is. But I do see like this is like legit going within yourself, asking your soul, you know, what makes you happy, maybe even possibly healing things from your childhood, maybe even healing a connection with your child, so that you can feel more in control of the choices that you're making and lowering this guard. Because here's that Queen of Swords again, lowering your guard, lowering your heart, not having your heart so like chained up. Like this person's very, very defensive when it comes to just being vulnerable, and it could cause like certain arguments or certain just disruptions when it comes to the relationships that they have. Yep, look at that. The freaking Three of Swords next to the Five of Swords. So that's like a lot of heartache right there, and it could cause this person to feel resentful. They could be possibly holding on to resentment, but that's just like feeling vengeful, feeling defeated also from the heartache, maybe even wanting to defeat others because of the heartache. So let's see what will surely manifest these problems of just not really being able to embrace love or feel heavy emotions, like strong emotions, strong emotions. So this would be like you feeling just strongly emotional when it comes to just your life, like your kids, your creative projects, yourself, you know, just a lot of emotions, accepting these emotions and realizing that it's okay to feel and show and display your emotions, because that's how you have a healthy heart chakra, you guys. Okay. So let's see what will surely manifest these problems. Show me clearly, please, Spirit. What will surely manifest these problems for my Capricorns? Show me clearly, please. So we have the Five of Pentacles, you guys. The Five of Pentacles just talks about feeling unstable, feeling codependent, feeling like you're being ghosted, feeling like, you know, you're just locked out. You know, the Five of Pentacles is like being around things that don't fulfill you. Because if you see if this Five of Pentacles, this person's with somebody, but they don't feel like, you know, it would be like being out in the cold when you don't really have to be, if that makes sense. That's difficult. So this Ace of Cups is like a lot of emotions. This Five of Pentacles is like, even though it's like being in a difficult situation when they don't have to be. So it's just like, you know, I'm cold, you're cold, you know, there's a building right behind us, so we could go into the building, or we could legit just huddle next to each other so that we won't be stripped, you know, so that we can warm each other up. So it's just like opening up to the people around you, opening up to your family, you know, and it's like, even when you do go through these difficult times, you guys, like going through difficult times with other people, especially the people that you love, can make you feel really, really good, you know. But I do feel like what they're saying is like what will surely manifest these problems is just you thinking too much in the physical. With this Five of Pentacles being here, just as this like, you know, I feel unstable in my physical world. So I may feel like I don't have enough money. I may feel like, you know, I can't give any time. I may feel like I can't give effort, you know. And that is what's gonna, and it makes me feel bad, you know. It makes me feel like I can't really do, you know, blah blah this and blah blah that. It's blocking me from really showing my emotions. It's blocking me from being vulnerable, because I don't want to feel unstable. I don't want to feel like I'm gonna get left because I'm being vulnerable or emotional. Some of you guys, it may be like men, you know. It's just like, people tell me that I can't be, you know, emotional or whatever because I'm a man, you know. And some of you guys, it could be women who's just heavy in their masculine. I'm afraid to cry in front of you, you know. I'm afraid to really display and express my emotions, you know. So I do feel like this is most definitely just going through your problems alone with this Five of Pentacles, you know, even though you have people around you who would be willing to help you, but you would have to open up to them, you know. So let's go ahead and start reading your chakra cards. Thank you so very much, Spirit. What additional messages do you have for my Capricorns? Well, that came out fast. So we have instincts, you guys. We have miracles at the bottom of the deck. A lot of solar plexus. Facade, alignment, miracles. So instincts. This talks about your conscious choices. So you being aware of your thoughts, your actions, the things you're doing, the people you're around, etc., and how it's going to bring you closer to spiritual magnetism. So instincts says to step into the light, we let go of all of our senses other than our pure instincts. When unfiltered, it guides us to the high ground and the help of our angels. This is a time to be the protector or to be protected. You will know which role you are in. So I do feel like most of you guys, this is the time for you to be protected. But some of you guys, it is a time for you to be the protector as well. So you overall, you will know what role you're in, like they said. So instincts says there's a guide inside of us. Your instincts is finely tuned, so why doubt it? Your journey is guided. How can I master letting go and move on? Do I trust my inner guidance? Solitary journey, spirit lies on the road ahead, led by spirit. Follow your instincts guides and awakening. And this is really interesting, you guys, because like I said, with the Five of Pentacles, this could also be, you being with someone who don't open up to you. Some of you guys, y'all are the ones who don't open up, and so it's just like you would have to like be by yourself just so that you can understand your own emotions and your own feelings. But other you guys, it's like being around people who will legit just watch you struggle. Watch you just be in an emotional wreck and not really try to help you. So let's see what additional messages you have from the Work Your Light Oracle. Thank you so very much, Spirit. Additional messages you have for my Capricorns. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. So dancing is maybe one of them, you guys. We have Inner Temple, Devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. That's beautiful. Literally, I do feel like this is a lot of like opening up your heart chakra. So you can like really let it all flow. Just let everything flow. Trust what your heart is telling you to do. Trust what your gut is telling you to do. Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priest, Mystic, Teacher. Like I said, some of y'all are most definitely this teacher. And then we have Mirror, who or what is triggering you, so it's like, what is this source of you feeling this way? Why is it making you feel this way? Is it something within yourself that you need to heal? Are they purposely doing it? If they are purposely doing it, do they deserve to be in your life? Etc., etc. So with that being said, I love you guys so much. I pray that this message resonated for whoever it's supposed to resonate for. And remember, you guys, we are always lit and always growing. Y'all have a wonderful day on purpose, okay? Toodles.